Welcome to a Reddit Bytes production, the best Reddit channel on YouTube. If you subscribe right now, I will give you a cookie. If you don't, that's cool too. Enjoy the show. Today's AskReddit post. What is a gift that will last a lifetime? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Any consumable item like toiletries, candles, etc. if it's given to my mom because she'll never open it. Same. Why do they do this? I get that it's pretty but it's meant to be used. Edit. Sent my mom a message asking her, we're close like that so she wouldn't be offended or anything. I was not prepared for her reasoning. I like to see my gifts and be reminded of my kiddos. If I use it up then I won't think of you as often. That's it. I'll never be as sweet as my mom. Cast iron skillet. How would somebody even get rid of one? It's not possible. You'd look like a cartoon villain no matter what you do. Cast iron is a very strong and heavy metal. However, it is also very brittle. Simply dropping a cast iron skillet can cause it to shatter. Also, pouring cold water on it while it is hot can also do that. A good knife. It doesn't matter what type of knife it is or what its intended purpose is, be it a filleting knife for fishing, a blade on an expensive high-quality multi-tool, a hunting knife, a functional, decorative knife, a high-quality kitchen knife or whatever else. A good, high-quality blade, with proper care and maintenance, will last a lifetime. Absolutely. A good field hunter's knife goes a long way, as does a quality steel cooking knife. Once I got on good steel, I'll never go back to Walmart junk. Today we have so much good quality blades at affordable prices. Dynamite. Depending on how you use it, dynamite has a shelf life. The nitroglycerine can leak out over time if it's not stored properly, and it can crystallize on the dynamite. Edit. I just got the joke. Poor Leslie asked. A high quality can opener. I've had the same can opener for something like 25 years and it shows no signs of wear. Happy Cake Day. I was gifted a $30 35 vegetable peeler and it is light years better than any cheap peeler I've owned. Peels anything easily and after a few years it is as good as new. I plan to slowly replace all the metal gadgets in my kitchen with high quality ones now. Got any consistently high quality brand recommendations? Honestly, teaching someone financial responsibility. When I was 18, someone gifted me a class. I thought what a terrible f***ing gift. I'm nearing 24 now, and never been more grateful to that person. Merry Christmas Billy, you get the gift of financial responsibility. I've had my great grandfather's dresser since I was born, so I guess that thing has lasted 4 generations now. Sounds like a strong dresser. I mean, I dropped it from a second story of a townhouse and almost crushed my old man with it but caught it at the last second. Had a good long relief giggle about it. Dunno if it would have survived that. LOL. Herpes. I still think about Natasha 2-3x a year for 7-10 days at time for the past 4 years. I'm someone that got trolled as an infant by some idiot adult with a cold sore who decided it was okay to kiss the baby with an outbreak. Every life event since pretty much infancy I've just had a big old outbreak just in time for the pictures. I can't even imagine how long it takes people to process the phrase I got herpes as a baby. Debt-free education. Was lucky to have a single mom that somehow supported me all the way through college. Cue multiple offers upon graduating. I had the power to walk away from any offer as there was no pressure to repay any loans. It gives you the confidence to play hardball in the interview, which vastly improves your prospects. Thank God I'm not American laughs in free education. If they're a reader, a good book, they may only read it once, but the lessons and feelings of the journey will stay with them. If they're not a reader, still a good book is a good choice. Just try to make it one they have a strong inherent interest in from the get-go. I still have The Hobbit, that my grandfather gave me as a child before he got sick and passed away. I will never get rid of it. It reminds me so much of him and our talks. Books are forever. I was going to comment The Hobbit too. It's a book I think about all the time. I'm sorry to hear about your grandfather, but I'm glad you still have The Hobbit to remind you. Education. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. The mind is a terrible thing to taste. Life, especially growing up with it, it really changes the way you see the world and how you treat others. My boyfriend came from a lovely family who care for him, and I, immensely. My family, talk shitty all the time, say rude things, and didn't give me all that much affection. He's confident, aware of emotions and them being valid, and lacks anxiety issues. I'm self-conscious, feel guilty for showing certain emotions, and have bad anxiety issues. Love really does impact people, and it's never too late to show it. This is why I think childbearing should only be done by those who are completely and entirely 120% into it. The people who are blasé about it end up neglecting their kids. Also, if they are 120% into it, they should never teach maths to their children. Glitter, the herpes of the craft world. One time 5 years ago I packed a gift box and filled it with some glitter. I then wrapped it in gift paper, then in saran wrap, then put it in a bag that I tied closed. Then I had to transport the box in my bags on the plane. No bag broke. Everything seemed fine. But for 4 years after, I would occasionally see some pants sparkle as they were in the bag along with the box. I don't have those pants anymore, but I have no doubt that they would still sparkle after 1,000 F-king washes. Glitter is eternal. You make a man a campfire. He's warm for a day. You set a man on fire. He's warm for the rest of his life. Our technical is the truth. Swiss Army knife. My father loses his Swiss Army knife about once a year. It's such an easy Christmas present that I bought a dozen of them in advance and haven't thought about gifts for a decade. If he still has last year's knife by Thanksgiving, I steal it to make sure I can give him a replacement. Do you regift the ones you steal? When you buy someone Minecraft, yes. If it's for someone handy, high quality tools, every handy person I've ever known has always explicitly said to never buy them tools, because in all likelihood, you end up buying some not great tools, and or they already have the tools you bought them, and or they're tools the person doesn't even need or want. If you must buy them tools, let them pick them out themselves. This is why I have 4 different battery chargers for power tools. Teaching someone the basics of cooking. Teaching myself to make eggs was the first step in my culinary adventure that started when I was a kid and is still continuing today. I taught my younger siblings how to cook basics like eggs and pasta, and they've only improved since. My GF couldn't even turn on the stove when we got together. Super spoiled kid growing up, so when she finally learned how, the first thing I taught her was scrambled eggs. She makes full, delicious meals now. The first time I made cookies, the batter was so thin they were puddles and came out like crackers. I still have no idea what I did wrong, but I make a mean cookie these days. Even the failures can inspire the desire to learn how to not fail. A really good knife. Shun or was off. It's safer to have a sharp, well-made knife. It makes cutting unimaginably easier. $200-300 and you have the only knife you will ever need. My sister bought me a quality cleaver. I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. It's going to outlast me for sure and I use it regularly. Your time. You will never get it back. No refunds. No replenishing your time bar. You spend it. It's gone. Not if I pay $5 for premium. Go to EAHQ to unlock the full life pass. But you gotta pay to unlock the building first. The German word gift means poison in English and Danish, but in Danish it also means to be married. Or if 'tis afgift, it's like an expenditure on some company venture. Danish in English is a type of pastry. If given as a gift, a Danish would not last long. A good watch. Something you can pass on generation to generation. I have my grandfather's pocket watch. It was made in 1912. Friendships. You'll never know if a simple hello can turn into a lifelong friendship, maybe even companionship. A handwritten note. I have some from grandparents and great-grandparents. They all mean so much, especially when the person had passed away. A good pen. I have been using the same pen given to me 20 years ago as a birthday gift. I would love a fancy pen as a gift. You should be friends with me. Pens, especially fountain pens, are my go-to gifts, but I feel no one appreciates them. A compliment to a guy. I still think about that sandwich. Bill Burr. Probably should have put the serious tag LOL. Death. The gift of love. It might be platonic love or it might be romantic. Either way, showing love to someone you know and trust can make someone feel so happy. It doesn't even have to be big, it could just be a simple compliment or a hug or a kiss. Seriously, show the people you know and trust that you care about them. Vasectomy. Vasectomy is reversible, and it's possible for them to reverse themselves over time. So like yikes mate. A Zippo lighter. Even for non-smokers, it's a cool gift that has tons of uses. Some of the most resilient things I've ever seen. I've seen so many Vietnam era zippers that still work, it's insane. An organ transplant. A friend of mine gave a kidney to his wife. Years later she cheated on him. She survived because of his kidney being ripped from his body only to rip his heart out too. A Blockbuster gift card. You'll have it forever. A Nokia. 15 terabytes of hentai. Being born to a loving mother. Always love your mother, she's doing the best for you, see. I keep all handwritten cards from birthday, Christmas, any occasion gifts. I've had a bunch from relatives that have passed away and I always love looking at them. Not very practical, but thoughtfully written cards. I have cards from friends, family, and teachers from years ago that I either keep in my top drawer or tape to my room walls because they're so nice. Whenever I'm feeling down, or at any other time tbh, I can reread them and think of the good times I've shared with these people I love, some of whom I'll never see again. A good hammer. I have the same one my dad got when he was 15. If it's a wooden handle, do note to never coat the top of it with tar no matter how good you think the handle is. My great grandpa did it and we cannot get the rest of the wood out. Even lost a drill bit to the thing. Friendship costs nothing, but is worth everything. Weighs nothing, but lasts a lifetime. Something one person can't own, but two people can share. My best friend of 5 years now, boyfriend baby daddy, made me a bracelet when we first started dating and I haven't taken it off since. Every time I see it I remember him excitedly giving it to me and tying it around my wrist. It's hanging by a thread now and I'm gonna cry when it finally gives out. Does it have beads or charms on it? I ask because I was thinking he could make you another using materials from your current one. Something that they adored during their childhood. Example, if you got me a Pyrus Dragonoid from Bakugan Battle Brawlers, early 2010s, right f-king now, I'm gonna remember that for a long time. Sure, the little toy may not last a lifetime, but it's that thought of hey, you really know what I liked as a kid that makes it so much sweeter. Seriously, if a girl did that to me, I might just stop being aromantic. Sorry, I misread the last word as aromatic and for a second thought you were offering to take a shower in exchange for a thoughtful nostalgic gift. Your heart. It will last their lifetime. Probably not yours. Styrofoam. Thank you. I've been trying to figure out what to get my dad for Father's Day. Syphilis. No, it's herpes. Syphilis is curable. I'm oozing with excitement. A backwards aging jellyfish? Those things are practically immortal, right? Uranium. Face with heart-shaped eyes. Oh, I know the answer to this riddle. It's fire. Light a man on fire and he will be warm the rest of his life. Firearms. A good flashlight. A good book series. Knowledge. Companionship memories. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.